In this video, we're going to show the best rollout play in Madden 24 by far. We're going to be using a dual corner on the run setup. Both corner outs destroy man coverage. If somehow the corner outs aren't open, we have an S post that we can hit that also kills man. And this formation is symmetrical, so those same things you do to the right, you could do to the left. This doesn't only beat man, it beats every single coverage. Now we're going to shift to cover 3. Corner out can get underneath the outside third or outside quarter and avoiding the KO. If they happen to go with cover 2, it might stop the shorter corner out a little bit, as you see it's still open, but you could hit the deeper corner above it. You could also kill Mabel coverage. Alright, now here cover 4, again, corner out getting open versus cover 4. What about match coverage, quarters match? Corner outs, it pretty much just turns into man, right? So the same way we're beating man coverage, we're beating match. And again, you can run this flipped. Now what about Mabel? So Mabel, you can throw above the 30-yard flat with the deeper corner, or you can hit the shorter corner underneath the 30-yard flat. And we show you how to undercut corner outs to where you avoid any type of KOs. Okay, and again, corner out's not open. We have the S post against Mabel coverage. Literally, no coverage is safe against this play. So what in the world are we doing? What play are we in? What formation are we in? What offense are we in? Well, we're in either the Steelers or run balanced playbooks. We're in the single back ace double wing formation. Used to be called single back jumbo heavy. We just did an offensive guide on it on our MaddenDaily.com website. But right here in this video, I'm going to show you the best setup in the entire ebook. The play that I'm going to show you is called tight end corners. And we are going to do a double corner setup or dual corner setup to the right. So we are going to use tight end apprentice. Now, that baby corner is in the play tight end shake. And since this formation is symmetrical, you don't necessarily need to do a double corner setup to efficiently and effectively attack on the run in this scheme. We have so many different rollout and in the pocket setups from this guide. We have over 50 variations, 50 setups for this jumbo ebook. If you do have tight end apprentice, now you have access to the absolute best setup in the ebook. Again, you don't need tight end apprentice for this offense. Tight end shake, you have the baby corner to both sides since the formation is symmetrical. You have the bigger corners and tight end corners, but to have both corners on the same side on the run plus having a post following the rollout makes this play unstoppable. Okay, abilities. I would suggest having the roaming deadeye on your quarterback and also set feet lead on your quarterback. Set feet is 4 AP, roaming is 2 AP. That's 6 AP. So if you are going to use a tight end apprentice, it has to be one of the MUT tight ends that get tight end apprentice for 1 AP, which happens to be a few now. You can get Tony Gonzalez has it. I believe Laporta has it. Gronk has it, the higher overall version, the cover edition. He's a little too expensive. You can go with one of those zero chill tight ends. I like Tony G for this. Okay, and then as far as quarterbacks, William Perry, fastest MUT quarterback, amazing with this rollout scheme. He has 0 AP gunslinger, but if you want 0 AP gift wrap, you can use Andrew Luck, you could use Jalen Hurts, but ideally, roaming and set feet lead are the best combo for this with tight end apprentice. Let's go to tight end corners. Now, when rolling out, we do like to double team someone. I'm not going to go into extreme detail with this because I did cover this in our guide. I actually did a 30-minute video breaking down how to roll out on every single defense, every single defensive alignment, so where no matter what your opponent calls, you can roll out on them. Okay? The gist of it, though, is you're going to be double teaming someone. So you press the left bumper, L1 or LB, down on the right analog stick to hit the double team feature in pass protection. And then you're going to look to double someone. Okay, again, I'm not going to explain everything. If you really want to know how to roll out on every single defense, you got to check out the ebook. Not even because I want you to buy it, which I do, but also because it would just take too long to explain how to roll out on every single defensive line or front seven. But here, in this instance, we have a defensive tackle that is a 3-tech. He's in between the guard and the tackle. That is the guy you want to double team, and then you're going to outrun the defensive end coming in free. You can easily outrun free rushers in Madden 24, so we're going to take advantage of that. The base of the concept of double team is you want to double team someone close to the right tackle and right guard. If they're in between, perfect. If, let's say, they're directly over the right tackle in a pinched 4-down lineman defense, like 4-3 even or nickel normal pinched, then you could double team the defensive end. Okay, but ideally, if someone's in between the guard and the tackle, that's the guy you want to double team. Now we are going to put the outside right tight end in a corner out. I have tight end apprentice on him, so he's going to be on a small corner, a sharp small corner. That's the tight end apprentice corner. And then you have a deeper corner to your inside tight end. Now, when rolling out, you're going to roll out and hold down and to the side of the rollout, like a diagonal, about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock on the analog stick if you're rolling right, and 7 or 8 o'clock if you're rolling left. I like to hold the analog stick pretty much even before I hike the ball, so that way I take off to the right immediately. This is cover 3. Right here, you easily see the tight end to the small corner got wide open. Now, when effectively using the roaming Deadeye ability, you want to let go of speed burst before throwing the ball. That way, roaming activates, and you will get the blue meter on the run Deadeye. If you let go of the speed burst on the run, not only will roaming Deadeye activate, but so will set feet lead, because the game thinks you're standing and not rolling out, as long as you let go of the speed burst prior to the throw. This is against cover 3. Versus cover 3, that's the main route you want to hit, is the baby corner. Now, we show you how to also get the S-post open versus cover 3. That's a different setup. For those that have the guide, you know what I'm talking about. But the baby corner is the play. If you would want to hit the deeper corner, you would have to use or catch, undercut that deep zone. But you take what your opponent gives you, and you just throw the baby corner versus a cover 3. Now, what about man? Just like I showed you in the beginning of this video, rolling out, both corners should kill man. You have a fast velocity throw with set feet lead, and then roaming gives you accurate pretty much every single time, as long as you let go of speed burst on the run. And it's not just that corner out that gets open. Right here, this corner out didn't get open, but more times than not, he will. And then also you see this S-post gets open as well. They cannot run cover 0 on us, especially because we can outrun any free rusher. A lot of the times you won't have a free rusher, though, because you are blocking the running back. So when you double team, like in this instance, the defensive tackle, and you corner out him right here, the running back's blocking. He's going to pick up the free rusher. So if it's the defensive end on the right, he picks him up, and now you're free to roll out. Right here, we're going to throw to the S-post, and you see we had a completely accurate throw, even though we were getting pressured. Now, sometimes you will get under pressured. If you do play in like CFM and you have multiple ability slots for your quarterback, your superstar X Factor, you could go with Gutsy Scrambler to make sure you don't get inaccurates because of under pressure. But look at how close that defensive end is right here. We still threw an absolute dime cross body because of roaming and set feet. And like I said, the deeper corner to X, he can kill man as well. Let's go cover 2. First, we will go with, let's go like match cover 2 or just a regular cover 2. Right here, you do see I'm on the left hash. I do like to roll out to the wide side. So if I'm on the right side, I usually flip this formation. Now, I don't have tight end apprentice on the left, but I have plenty of rollout plays that I could use rolling left or right. So just letting you know the formation is symmetrical. But ideally, if you're on the left hash, that's when you want to roll out right. This is cover 2. Even if they would baseline cover 2, doesn't matter. You can look for the small corner, but mainly I want to hit the deeper corner above the flat zone. Now, the deep half might look like he's going to play him. However, because we have the S-post on the left side going to the right, this deep half defender might initially play the corner, but then he's going to peel back to the S-post, leaving the corner out open. So if this shorter corner is guarded by the cloud flat, which technically we could probably throw down to the right and undercut it, the read here is the deeper corner out, and the deep half does not play him. You want to go with a 30-yard flat? Fine. Just like I showed you in the beginning of the video, you can either throw above the corner out or underneath it with the smaller corner. Here, pinch defensive line look, just showing you I would double, instead of double teaming the DT, I would double team the end. open above the 30-yard flat. And again, it looked like the deep half was going to play him. But because we have the S-post on the left side, he doesn't. Now, you have this S-post for a huge play that you could have threw as well. If they don't have a mid-read or a inside third to like a middle linebacker or something, you can throw that. But if you didn't happen to throw it, deep half looks like he's playing the corner. Nope, he's going to peel back to the middle of the field eventually and leave this corner open in between the 30-yard flat and the deep half. If you want to be safe, the S-post is the easier read because you have roaming, you can make that throw. And then also throwing underneath this baby corner is an easier read. But just want to show you, you can get above the 30-yard flat and the deep half won't play it. Especially if you have set feet lead and roaming when rolling out. Look at William Perry just throwing an absolute dart. Let's go to match. So I showed this to you again in the beginning of the video. But versus match coverage, it pretty much converts to man. So that means one of these corners could get open versus match. And then the S-post could get open, and mainly always gets open, versus cover 4 quarters. It's essentially like you're facing a cover 0. And this formation, this play, kills cover 0. Cannot run quarters on it. And we have so many ways to beat match in the ebook. As you see, a one-play touchdown right here. We can get that every single time versus match. We can hit the corner routes wide open versus match. I don't want to show you that in this video out of respect to those that bought the guide. But match will get destroyed by us. And then those that want to play the quarters defense, but maybe they want to stay on default, that's also getting popped by this. There is no defense safe against this dual corner setup. Especially when you have roaming, how you can make that pass on the run, cross body to the middle of the field, and this formation symmetrical. Imagine you had tight end apprentice to both sides. Let's say you're in CFM. You have 5 ability slots. You could have roaming, pass lead elite, or set feet lead. They're both going to work just as good. You have gunslinger. You have gutsy scrambler, so you don't get any under pressures. You could also have hot route master and run this flip. Now the beauty of this is that you don't necessarily need, I don't have tight end apprentice to both sides, but because I have tight end shake, I can hit the baby corner underneath the 30, or getting open versus cover 3 and cover 4, getting open versus man, and I could use tight end corners. I have several setups not needing dual corner to where I can roll left, I can roll right. Just the dual corner, in my opinion, is the best rollout setup, and that's why I wanted to show this to you guys to show you how explosive this offense is with just this play, but we make it even better with all the setups we have for tight end corners, but not just tight end corners, but tight end shake, not just tight end shake, but PATE cross, which kills A-gap heat, also PA counter waggle, several variations and setups, not to mention we have an elite run game with the toss, the power O, the dive, the smash. If you're in run balance book, you have a stretch out of this. You could come out in other formations and audible to this. My personal favorite is tight Y off to single back ace double wing, just straight nasty. If you guys want to check out our single back ace double wing, aka jumbo heavy ebook, we are running a holiday sale. We did have a Christmas coupon for 50% off. I'm going to extend it slightly to January 3rd. The code is Jumbo New Year. All capital. Jumbo New Year. Get this guide 50% off. In my opinion, it's the best offense in the game right now, especially with William Perry being the best quarterback in the game. There's no better way to utilize William Perry and all his speed than being on the run and rolling out against every defense, destroying every coverage. And it's not just this setup that I'm showing you in this video. We have so many elite, just unstoppable ways to kill every defense, every meta, every blitz in Madden 24 right now. So that's Jumbo New Year, 50% off until January 3rd. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. The guide is amazing. I think it's one of my best ebooks that I've done in the last, I've been doing this since Madden 13. I've been breaking down Jumbo Heavy since Madden 17. The ebook came out really good, and the offense is really, really tough. One of the best versions of Jumbo Heavy that I've ever came up with. I'm quick hiking, I'm rolling out versus everything, rolling out to either side, hitting every single receiving threat. The personnel for this formation is really good right now in MUT. You have very fast tight ends. I have 95 speed tight ends with Laporta, Sharp, and Gonzalez. I have a 98 speed Running back at outside tight end, Archer. I have Henry with angry runs. I love the personnel for this. I'm going to be running this in CFM with the Ravens, and I'll be breaking down my CFM videos on YouTube. I'm excited for that. Check out the guide. Hope you guys have a very happy new year. I'll see you guys in 2024. Later.